Paramashiva tests only the tyaga of real devotee. Listen. See, before you connect a house or a gadget with electricity, you check the capacity of the wire, medium. Is that medium capable of transmitting this huge electricity? If you don't check the capacity of the medium, that whole thing may just get burnt. So before Paramashiva transmits powers, anything is state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness. It tests your capacity of tyaga, because only then you will be able to receive it. He goes as a Aghori sadhu to a great devotee who has only one son. He has given up everything in his life, that devotee. He lives only with one feeling connection, Paramashiva, and he wants that son to carry on that family tradition. That's all. Very, very logical, justified attachment. Nothing illegal, immoral, wrong, absolutely right attachment. You are absolutely. He is a devotee, great devotee of Paramashiva, and he is intensely connected to Paramashiva. He just wants a son to carry on his legacy. And after all, for spreading the Shaivite tradition. But Paramashiva wants to test his tyaga. He goes there to his house in the form of Aghori sadhu. That is the first test. Listen. Paramashiva goes to his devotee's house in the form of Aghori sadhu. That's the first test. Understand? The South Indian Shaivites, especially this Siddhanta Shaivites, Adi Shaivites, they are very orthodox and pure vegetarian and very, very orthodox. But he goes in the form of a Aghori sadhu who is beyond any societal rules, regulations, like Bairahi, the form of Bhairava. This devotee has stepped out of all his conditionings, social conditionings, should be capable of seeing the pure spiritual strength beyond the social conditionings. Only if he is ripe enough, he will see that Aghori sadhu as a Shiva Bhakta, representative of Shiva. The first test, the devotee passes. He immediately wakes up from his societal conditioning, the devotee, and falls at the feet of that Aghori sadhu and receives him, asks him to come to the puja room, receive the Pada Puja. So, Paramashiva walks into the house of Sirthondar, that is his name, a great Nayanar, an enlightened being, or I should say that People who received the Paramashiva's grace, which is more than enlightenment. So that Agori, Paramashiva, who is in the form of Agori, walks into Sirittondar's puja room and Sirittondar does Pada Puja. And then suddenly, Paramashiva, who is in the form of Agori Sadhu, he says, I want the human meat, human flesh. I want you to cut your son. He's literally 5 years, kid. Kill him, cook and serve. Otherwise, I don't need food. I'm going. Understand? That Sirittondar's Tyaga was something extraordinary. Please understand, we cannot measure all these stories with our social right, wrong, good, bad and all that. No, absolutely no. Because these all are different multidimensional logic game. Leela of Paramashiva. See here, Paramashiva wants to test the super force between him and Sirittondar so he can transmit enlightenment, the ultimate Sayujya Mukti. The medium need to be tested. Strength of Tyaga need to be tested. And then he puts next condition. You and your wife both should cut him. Both of you should not cry. If you cry out of sadness or depression or feeling missing, I will not eat that flesh. What all condition you see. It means the Tyaga cannot come out of frustration or guilt. It has to come with the strength of asserting the higher identity. That is what exactly Paramashiva means when he puts this condition. You cannot sacrifice with the feeling, oh, this is being snatched away from me. That is not Tyaga. That may be depression. No. It has to be from absolutely asserting the higher identity. Finally, the Sirittondar agrees for this. He and his wife both sit and cut his son, fulfilling all the conditions, and cook, bring the flesh and keep in front of him, offer him. Then Paramashiva puts one more condition. Now I want the whole family to come and sit and eat with me. He and his wife, that Sirittondar's wife, both of them came and sat. He said, no, call your son. I want all three to sit and eat. Sirittondar said, how can I call? He is cooked. Then Paramashiva started big drama. No. I thought you had two sons. That is why I told you to cook one son. How can I eat in a house where there's no progeny means where there is no son. Now Sirithondar said, what can be done? Then Paramashiva says, all right, go out and call him. He will come. By the time that Sirithondar was an absolute tyaga, in oneness with Paramashiva, just this one word, initiation. He went and called, hey, my son, and simply the son walked in. Sirala, simply the Sirala, so the son walked in. That's all. Both the parents were, Sirithondar and his wife, both were shaken. Just now we cut him and cook him, how he is coming fully alive, shining. When they turned to question that sadhu, naturally, he's not there. And Paramashiva appeared in his form with Parashakti and said, just to test your tyaga, I came to play this drama, Leela. Your tyaga is absolute. And he blesses him with Sutta Sayujya, Paramamukti, and the space of Kailasa. Understand, all these are neither stories nor lies. All these are absolute truth. Understand? In hundreds of years, story becomes history. In thousands of years, history becomes legend. In millions of years, legend becomes myth. Hinduism is millions of years old, is not weakness to call ourselves as myth. Understand, these are all the truth due to the passing of the age, the years, now being called as myth. But it is neither myth nor story or lies. It is truth as it happened. It's a multi-dimensional logic play. Paramashiva comes and checks the tyaga strength so he can transmit enlightenment. He can transmit the ultimate powers. பிள்ளைக்கரிதந்த சிறு தொண்டர்க்கு மடியேன்